Hello, so this is my second video. Thank you for watching. This time we're exploring my second Dyson sphere, such that it is, or it's probably better to be called the Dyson hourglass. So for those of you that watched the first video may know I like swirly, so that's what we were attempting to do with this one, but I didn't want to have just the standard circular, so I decided to explore a more three-dimensional shape. So this was done in the attempt to make more of an hourglass with swirly bits. So as we were doing it, the original design was just to have the central pieces all moving around as part of a three-dimensional step pattern. But it was quickly apparent that this wasn't going to work because the different layers were all going to be orbiting at different speeds. So the step wasn't going to work, so we kind of embellished it a little bit with a step idea from the outside, which also gives it this look of like a sinkhole or a wormhole or something from the end. We're going to go around and have a look from that angle, hopefully in a bit. Angle my little mech the right way. But for the rest of it, we decided to leave it with the swirly pattern, and it'll be more kind of like an evolving shape, so that every time that you look at it, it would have a slightly different appearance. The inner ones will move faster than the outer layers, so some points we'll get the design that we wanted, which was the step pattern, but most of the time it will have a more more random effect, I suppose. We're going to go around the top there. The other problem that we had was we couldn't see, from the original design, we couldn't see the top layers. So when we were put the rings around the top, it looked so unfinished. It looked like it was like scaffolding, if you like. So we decided we needed a little bit more, so using the minimum amount distance that we could do, which was, I suppose, 2 squares, if you like, two rows, we put in these extra layers around the top, and the effect worked really well because we wanted to be it. So this is me and the wife, who had quite a bit of artistic input into this, so you want it to look like, when you're from the top there, that you were like falling down a gravity well, or a plug hole, or the like. And I was worried that when we expanded these ends, that it would take away from the effect, but in fact it's kind of done the opposite. It's kind of accentuated this drop. At least that's my interpretation of it. We're going to fly over the pole just to see how it looks. The really cool effect, though, is obviously that the reflective inner surfaces really do make the well stand out a lot more. And it gives it more of like a throttled nozzle effect, if you like. Here we go. The main problem we had designing this was how difficult it was to separate the different layers. And there are 7 layers here, including the standard one, each one around about 5,000 units apart, 2,500 apart, spread out from the 5,000 mark all the way up to the 20,000 mark. So we're really happy with the way that this end bit turned out, If we were to move out a lot more from it, if I can do that, the further away you are from it, the better the effect. So if I can move away from it all, so you can see that the inner ones are moving faster than the outer ones, which also give it this really cool effect. The swarm inside also helps to accentuate the bizarreness of this whole construction. Not quite moving in the right way, are we? So if you were to approach in the system from this angle, you probably would see quite an impressive sight. And then I suppose the idea goes is, rather than it just being like a piece of art, maybe the ultimate design for this would be more akin to some sort of major astronomical project, like harnessing the radiation of the sun into some sort of massive laser beam or gravity wave weapon or something. So anyway, that's my Dyson hourglass. Let us know what you think.